Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing our discussion with Dr. Badr. Sir, now you've alluded to the cooperation with the Asian continent really manifested in countries such as China and India, and obviously the Gulf countries. Now, we've been talking about a lot of cooperation with China in specific. Do you feel that with the ongoing developments within the Asian continent close to our borders, can it slow down this sort of cooperation? Can we make, because also China is the second biggest economy in the world, so, and you've mentioned the difficulties that Europe is going through along with the US, so is the time right now, is the perfect time for Egypt to strengthen its cooperation with the Asian continent?
Let me read to you these sentences. It's very important. Egyptian relation with Asian countries have witnessed remarkable progress since 2014, reflected the inclusion of Suez Canal Economic Zone in the list of Sea Corridor project of a Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. It's number one. The agreement between Egypt and China on an integrated strategic partnership. So we have a strategic partnership with China, like the same strategic partnership with America, like the same with Europe, and also with Russia. So this partnership, in fact, it will push the relation with most of Asian companies. China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Pakistan, okay, and also South Korea. Of course, we have a traditional relation with North Korea, by the way. And also we have good relation with India. But this point which I would like to stress, I have been there for 4 years, that India, it has a special economic development. It has project with high value added, and it has another projects with intensive labor. It absorbs the labor to minimize unemployment rate. Number two, culture in India is completely different from Egypt. Rich people, they think that God, Allah, created them to be rich. Poor because Allah or God wants this. So, movement between to be poor to rich, no, it doesn't exist. But this exists in Egypt and in Arab countries. So it's the culture was different. This from culture side. From economic side, India, it has very close relation in IT with Israel. So there are joint venture between Israel and India. And the Indian government, it gives priority to develop and strengthen relation with Israel. Israel number one in Middle East. So little bit I am cautious about that. So if you ask me, would you prefer to strengthen relation with China or India? I'm going to tell you in diplomatic way, yeah, we are going to develop relation with both countries or with all countries. But you should be cautious from the situation of the leader. Now, the leader of India now, he doesn't like, he loves Israel. He loves their way of using IT. Okay, of course he is seeking for the benefits of his countries. But the Indian people, they are very nice with us, and they love Egypt, and they still remember non-aligned movement between Gamal Abdel Nasser and Jawahar R. Nehru and Ahmed Sukarno in Indonesia and Joseph Broz Tito in ex-Yugoslav. They still remember this, in fact. Try to develop your relations with the people to be similar like you, that you are number one in their list of priorities. Don't accept number two or number three. It's this era already finished. We don't accept. If we are going to develop the relation with any country or any blocks, we should be number one.
Well, Dr. Badr, now you've also mentioned the developments taking place within the United States. Now, Egypt is known for its relations, historical relations with the US, but now the US is, this year is going to go through its own presidential elections. We've seen their stance regarding the Gaza conflict, siding with Israel. We're also starting to see the rhetoric between the US and Iran and the Houthis really trying to secure their own economic interests there, and also with the death of 3 of the US troops there as well. How would you evaluate or describe the Egyptian relation with the US administration, and what direction should Egypt take?
Yeah, in fact, let me mention one important point related to our relation with the United States of America, that the research centers which dominate foreign policy, and the president just execute what they mentioned to him. So that's why of course I'm caring, but in this case I don't care if there is Biden or Trump ruling. No, what I concentrate about research centers, whom they are going to advise, or in which way they are going to advise the president. This number one. Number two, I should keep a good relation with the United States of America. Because of what? Because United Nations there.
Yes.
Also IMF there, World Bank there. They dominate that World Trade Organization. So that's why I should keep an eye about the relation with the states. Also, the states need Egypt at the same level which we need America. Yeah, because of what? Egypt is very important country in stability in Middle East, and the states would need the stability of Middle East because of their interest, and also because of the interest of Israel. And there are some people mention that Israel has 2 governments. There is a government in Tel Aviv, another government in Washington. You see, so that's why we should keep a good relation with the United States of America, because of our interest, and we want from West countries to understand our way of thinking, our policies, that we are looking for our interest. We don't want to go outside our borders. It's Egypt since 7,000 years, still Egypt as it is, and we concentrate on cooperation.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is, it's a delicate and a very sensitive diplomatic situation Egypt is in, trying to deal and have healthy interests and healthy relations with different superpowers, be it from the eastern side or the western side, and the European side in the north as well. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of the Daily Debate. But before we go, I'd like to thank my distinguished guest, His Excellency Dr. Mongy Badr, the Minister Plenipotentiary and Board Member of the Egypt-UN Association, the International Affairs Expert. Dr. Badr, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for you.
Always a pleasure, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for more coming up on NAD International. I'm Henny Saif. Thank you for joining us.